Hi, how you doing? I'm Jenny Boom Boom. This is Small Business Tuesdays. Thank you so much for joining me. Every Tuesday we do this. We feature small businesses in our area and other places too, around New York, also Massachusetts. I just trying to bring as much attention as I can to small businesses in our area so that people can support them. And with everything going on with the pandemic, I know that it's been really hard for businesses, especially right now. So we do this every single Tuesday, and the way to get on Small Business Tuesday is to DM me. The people that are on every week, they get a chance to actually nominate other folks for the following week. But we always, have a space open here or there. So if you have a small business or nobody that knows somebody that has a small business, definitely hit me up and let me know about it because I would love to have them on with me. First up tonight, we have my friend Sheena, who I haven't talked to her in such a long time. I actually follow her on IG. And she owns a company called She Hustles Everyday Clothing LLC. So we're going to have Sheena on tonight first. And she was nominated by Elisa Chic Designs. Hi, Sheena.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
Good. It's nice to finally see you face to face again. I haven't seen you.
Oh my gosh.
Like years, I feel like, right?
Huh?
It's been years.
It's been years since like Pure days.
Yeah, we used to have a great time over there at Pure, huh?
Oh, it was a blast.
My God.
I miss those days.
Me and Rex are just at the radio station. I'm like, man, it's like every day just feels the same, right? Like there's just not enough going on at all. So, and we're both like itching to try to get back out to do some things. Hopefully when all of this mess is over, it'd be great to hang out with everybody again because I can't miss it. I'm sure you do too.
I surely do.
You actually work in the medical field during the day, right? So I'm
a
sure
nurse
you're dealing with a lot of stress.
It's been weird for me just because I graduated nursing school 2 years ago. And of course, in nursing school, they don't teach you any of this pandemic or these, global things that's going to happen. So of course, I went into the nursing field and sure enough, coronavirus came about and I was just like, oh my gosh, what is this? Because in school, they didn't teach me any of it. So it was all new. I had to adapt. It's been very hard. It's not easy seeing what I've been seeing. And, I just go in and do what I have to do and take care of my patients. That's number one, regardless of what. So that's my duty for them.
Right. Well, thank you for everything you're doing. Really appreciate that because being in the healthcare field right now, I know it's got to be incredibly demanding. So thank you very, very much, Sheena, for that. Do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you also have a side hustle and it's called She Hustles Everyday Clothing Line.
Yes.
So, and I've been seeing you post up for like ever about your clothing line. So tell me a little bit about She.
So a little bit about She. Well, first off, thank you for having me. I appreciate being able to have this interview with you guys. It's very, very humbling experience for me. So my business, I established it back in 2015 is when I first came out with She. And at that time I was, I was doing my thing. I was in school. I was a bottle service at Pure. I was a mommy, and my brand is when I came about with She. It represents who I am. It's definitely something that's a major part of me. It's part of my name. It represents what I was doing as a mirror and as a reflection of my lifestyle. Okay. She was established in 2015 and I had to put it at a halt for nursing school. Yep. So nursing school made me stop for a few years. And then voila, came the pandemic, right? And it just so happened that my man was like, Ma, you got to get back on your She game. This is the time. And a lot of people, not for nothing, but a lot of people was inboxing me like, yo, what's up with She? What's going on with the She? What's this? It's dope. Is this like, so it's something that I've always had inside of me to want to continue, but I was developing my nursing skills as a new nurse. So it made it hard for me to balance nurse life, business life, and all of that as I was just beginning. So I started back my business in July and it's done exceptionally well. She Hustles Every Day. I am the CEO of She Hustles Every Day. It's something that we women tend to do on a daily basis, okay? My brand was created for us,
especially mom.
And I don't, I don't knock anybody.
Right, right.
You know, whatever you do for your hustle is whatever you do for your hustle. We women are very, very multi-talented. We multitask in every department. So my brand is definitely something that reaches most women who hustles on a daily basis. Whether it's mom life, you know, whether you're a student, you're hustling, whether you're an entrepreneur, you're hustling every single day. This is what we do. So she is something very, very personable to me. And when I see people rocking my brand, it represents something as well.
You know, so many people always say that they want to do something like what you created, and you actually took that step to really make it happen. And even though you might have had to put it on hold for a second, you went back to it, and now things are working out so well for you.
Right.
How do you even create the brands? You know, like the messaging and the logos and all of that, because you know all of that can be kind of hard.
It is very hard. When I first established it, the logo was something that I didn't know how I was going to go about it, but I kind of knew how I wanted it to look. I wanted it to be something that represented me, the owner. So it was pretty. It was a chic. It was a clean logo. It has lips. The lips represent something that is is one of my physical traits that I love. You know, the S represents money sign, but in a feminine way. And it's just so pretty. You know, it's a very pretty logo. So I actually hit up one of the girls that I was dealing with at that time and told her my vision, and it came to life, and she was created. Now, the actual phrase, "She hustles every day," was because of my lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I was a mom. I was a nurse. I was a nursing student. I was a bottle service girl. I was working 2 jobs. I was hustling nonstop.
Right.
That was what I did in and out. You know, it represents me so much that I had to bring it out. And it's part of my name.
Yeah.
Part of my name.
That's
so that's how that was established. And back then I actually trademarked my logo, you know, but I didn't know anything. I was just starting out of the business. So I had absolutely no clue. But now I'm a little bit more in tune as to what I'm doing. So it's becoming easier.
Yeah. All that trademarking and stuff like that that's a lot of stuff too. And it's expensive to do all of that as well.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks. And sometimes, you know, you think you have this brand and somebody else has it.
Right.
Or, you know, so it's very tricky. It's a very tricky situation. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that I was legit in everything that I do. So this time around, when I resumed the business aspect, I definitely made sure my phrase, "She hustles every day," was trademarked. No games, you know. I put a lot into it. It has a very, very personable meaning behind it. I'll be damned. And you know, I definitely want to see general just longevity of my brand. So I had to do everything correctly.
Right. Well, you seem to be doing quite well. I just want to acknowledge that my good friend DJ Michi just joined our live. So you have a website, shehustleseveryday.org.
Yes.
Yeah. So I saw your Instagram and your website, you feature, just let me, tell me if I'm right. You feature shirts, sweatshirts, hats, pajamas. Am I missing anything?
Lip glosses.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the lip gloss because you guys kind of introduced the lip gloss, right?
Yes, that was like my second go-to. I first introduced it back again with like my she hats, my embroidered she hats. I introduced it with that, and of course, I have the big lips, so I love lip gloss.
Yeah.
So it was something that I love to wear, and I had to give me 1 second.
Okay.
It's something that I had to, bring about my business. So this is my lip gloss brand here. It's very pretty.
Yes, very nice.
I see this like in MAC. Okay. And I have different colors. They're all sheer tints. So I have like clear, I have like a nude line, I have a pink line for those who like to wear pink, but they're all sheer tints, and it's vegan friendly. It is animal cruelty free.
Nice.
And they apply like butter, baby.
That's very important because sometimes you get a lip gloss, it can be like a little bit stickier.
Right. I hate it. It's
I
too
hate
sticky.
the sticky.
Yes.
Yeah, like it doesn't. I use a lot of lip gloss when I'm on the air because
Yeah.
I feel like I just get dry, and but sometimes they're sticky and I'm like, oh, I can't use that one because it sucks. Like my lips are sticking to each other. So I like the ones that are like slippery or feeling.
It's smooth like butter. Like literally every person and I've done so well with the lip glosses. Like, I mean, this was probably like my fourth restock over 200 and something lip glosses. So,
oh my gosh. So wait, so you actually create the lip gloss yourself? How does that work?
well, I have a private label with my lip gloss. I have a vendor. Let's say this. I tried my best to make my own lip glosses.
Okay.
In which I'm still developing on how to go about it. Because I want to make it as minimal products as possible.
Right.
Just for us applying that on our skin and our lips.
Yeah.
So I'm doing little samples. I have samples that I've created. I have like a mocha line. I have like I wouldn't say gloss goddess, but it is like a peach color lip gloss.
Okay.
I'm just fine tuning how to, because it's messy. It is a job.
Yeah, I could never be able to create anything like that.
I don't know how they do it,
yeah.
But God bless their souls, because it's a lot of work.
Right.
Really is.
So how many colors does your lip gloss come in?
I have clear. I have cinnamon, which is like a light nude tan.
Okay.
I have parfait. Parfait is my darkest shade, but it really applies really nice.
Like leaning more brown or
more brown.
Okay.
It's a more darker brown tint. And then I have two shades of pink. I have one that I have, which is called Holy Hotness. I'll show you.
I like holy hotness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like holy hotness. That sounds good.
It's Holy Hotness. That's the new one I just launched out. Just to add something different, but this is the color, as you can see here.
Nice.
It really is a sheer pink. It's not like something that's gonna leave your lips looking crazy or anything like that. Everything of mine is sheer, which is nice because we have beautiful lips. We don't need to be having too much on it.
Yeah.
So a nice pop.
This is like really a great idea actually for Valentine's Day is on the way in a couple of weeks. And so this is a great time to really invest in maybe some of these lip glosses for your partner that might love lip gloss, or,
yes,
for, even the clothing brand is very feminine. So maybe, whoever would be, would appeal to that type of clothing. This might be a great way to buy some really beautiful Valentine's Day gifts that not everyone has.
Exactly. It makes really great stocking stuffers. It makes nice little, throw it in the bag, and trust me, your wifey, your girlfriend will love it. Your little 3-year-old, my niece is 4 and she just be popping with the lip gloss. So, and the shades are beautiful. It's not like it's nothing explicit or anything like that. So definitely right now, as far as like my lip glosses, I do have a deal of if you buy 3, it's $25. Otherwise, they sell for $10 each.
Wow, so 3 for $25 right now.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. That's such a great deal. 3 for $25. Okay, so you also have Stay Humble hoodies.
Yes.
So talk to me about the Stay Humble hoodies.
So I have, of course, my line is a hustle every day. My line itself is Hustle Motivation Apparel. So I have a line of collections when it comes to hustling. My Stay Humble, Hustle Hard, that was a line that I don't even think I launched it to my site. It was something that I was just clearly doing it through like Facebook or IG. And those were custom orders. And the support was unreal.
Really?
I've had numerous, especially the men, they didn't care to rock that She brand. Right. Because I can customize orders too. All of my products, Jenny, are created by me. I design all of my products.
So that's so great, because it's not like, like what I said about Valentine's Day. And someone just made a great point. Treat yourself for Valentine's Day, right?
Hello.
And there's a lot of really great things going on too, where it's now Palentine's Day. Like my daughter's doing a Palentine's Day and she's spending time with her friends, a couple of friends who, no one's in a relationship. And I'm like, girl, you lucky, but
right.
So it's nice, that you can put that whole spin on things. So if you have a Palentine, you can also buy that gift. But someone just made a great point. Buy yourself something for Valentine's Day. Spoil yourself for Valentine's Day.
All the time. You have to treat yourself all the time. I am big on that. I don't care if it's a smoothie. I'm going to treat myself. Okay? Whatever makes me feel good.
Getting back to what you said, how do we go about then ordering something custom made? If I want something for myself, how do we do it?
Usually when it comes to anything, any of my products, or either something that you may want customized for you, I can make any garments. I can create pretty much anything that you want customized. It all goes through my DM. Those are special custom orders. I don't have a feature on my website yet to make customization orders. And I don't even think I would have that available, only for the fact that I like to be personable and I like to interact with my clientele. And that's a good way of me forming communication. I want to make sure that what you ask for is what you will receive. Right. So anything that you request as far as custom orders is strictly through my direct message, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. And I always provide mock-ups for confirmation before payment. Yep. So that's, as far as that custom order, is strictly DM only.
That's awesome. That's just so, this is so great.
You know? It is, I feel good, Jenny, doing it, I create everything and I design everything on my website. Everything is pressed by me, and the fact that I am putting that much effort and time into my designs, creating and also publishing my garment with everyone, and everyone's rocking the brand, it's a beautiful thing.
So if there's one thing that I need to buy right now from She, what would be the one thing that you suggest that I get? Like what's something that's near and dear to your heart that you just know that every woman should, or whoever can, basically invest in?
Well, that's a hard answer, a hard question to answer, only because this is one of my top sellers, the SheEO, especially for boss babes. Yeah. If you are an entrepreneur.
Sweatshirt. A few people said that already, that they love it.
Yes, if you are an entrepreneur, listen, CEO, SheEO is who you are. Okay, honey, baby, that's what we're doing now. So this is a top seller. When you want to make a big statement, when you have something that you want to introduce, people are going to read this and know what you're about. So this is very key if you're an entrepreneur. If you want to just represent the brand and you feel you want to have a she on you, listen, there's plenty of items on my store. Something as simple as, I have these embroidered caps.
I love those.
Dad hats.
Yes.
They
I
come
should
in
get one
different colors.
I don't wash my hair. I have such short hair. It's so messy. I need a hat. I really do. I need a hat. Yeah. And the winter is awful for me because of the static. Like even yesterday we was in a snowstorm. Vic's like, "Where's your hat at?" I'm like, "I'm going to go in the station like this." So I need a good ball cap. So I'm going to be hitting you up about that.
Yeah. So, I have multiple colored caps, and another one that was really big is the Hustle Nutrition Facts hoodie. Determination, dedication, actions and results, sleep not applicable. Okay. That was a hoodie that I created and sold. Guys, women, it's just straight facts of what we do. Right. I'll show you. Let me get it so that way you guys can see it really quick.
Okay. Flourish Lifestyles just said you just ordered from She, and that Flourish Lifestyle is very happy. Someone just said I look like their baby's mother. Well, I ain't your baby's mother.
Listen, not today.
I got a few baby's fathers, but I don't think you it. And if you are, then you probably owe me money.
Right. So this is how it looks. This was my gold Hustle Nutrition Facts.
Right.
This one was top seller, Jenny. I love guys and the women. They ordered this galore. I probably had over 20 of those hoodies. Some of them were mostly customized. A lot of people, I have it in 3 colors. It was originally just the 2 color. It was maroon and gold. Then I introduced black and white because a lot of people was requesting black and white. Who doesn't love black? That's my favorite color.
You know me every day.
Right. So a lot of my apparel are, hustle motivation apparel that represents my brand. And I just dropped a new line because of course I wanted to lean more over to positive affirmation quotes. Something that we women tend to forget is to love ourselves. We're so busy,
Yeah.
we're so busy pouring into others and judging, and we get judged constantly, or we're comparing. So I think that we really forget to love ourselves. So I just dropped the line for February, of course, because it's the month of love, right?
Right.
I dropped red and white crew necks. Love yourself. I created and designed that image. It's all me. It comes from my heart, and it's definitely something that I would love to see a lot of people in. And because it's a really great daily reminder. When you wear it, you remind yourself, and if somebody sees you, you remind them. So it just dropped in February.
That is very true. That's very true, that we run around and we're trying to do everything, and you feel like you're dropping the ball every which way, because you feel like oh my God, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
I think that that's really great that you have that message on there, and there's so many beautiful messages to empower women on your clothing. So I want to thank you.
Oh yes.
Because I just
one of my favorites is pretty and profitable.
Right.
We can't be broke. We can't be ugly and broke, or we can't be pretty and broke, right? So pretty and profitable is another one of my lines that's a hitter for us women as well. So I have quite a few things going, Jenny. I'm very proud.
I'm very happy for you, Sheena. I really am.
Thank you.
And on Monday, I'll be contacting you to find another small business for next week that you would like to nominate, because again, Alisa Chic Designs nominated you. And please keep in touch with me, because, first of all, I'm already I think my kids are on here, so watching. So I don't want to reveal too much, but I think that I'll be hitting you up for some stuff for them. Hello, winky wink. But congratulations on She Hustles Everyday Clothing LLC. It's shehustleseveryday.org. That's I can't talk. Shehustleseveryday.org. And make sure and check out that DM at Sheena China. Is that Sheena China or China?
It's Sheena China.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know, because you kind of looked at me funny, but I've always just followed you and I wasn't quite sure. So sorry. Anyway, make sure and follow her so that you can DM her your orders and get that custom wear that you're looking for, because it's nice to get stuff that nobody else has.
Hello.
And give gifts that nobody else can give,
That's why a lot of men shop with She, Jenny, for that same reason.
Yeah. 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 And you're not breaking the bank either, which is always really important too, So.
Exactly. Very affordable, very good quality. And turnaround times is within 5 days.
Great.
Usually when you place an order, you can have it within 5 days, no later than that. Some online shopping, you be waiting 2 or 3 weeks.
Right. That's true.
And that's with my schedule. So I hustle, lady. I do what I got to do to make sure I provide to you guys. And I haven't had a disappointment. So it makes me proud.
Well, thanks so much, Sheena.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, darling. Bye.
Bye.
So again, that was She Hustles Everyday Clothing Line LLC. The website is shehustleseveryday.org, and her please DM her at Sheena China on Instagram. That way you can put your order in. Okay. Up next, we have and I need some skincare advice here. So this is perfect that she's coming on tonight. We have Corinthian's Beauty coming on, who was also nominated by Alisa Chic Design. She actually nominated 2 businesses, and both of these wonderful ladies wanted to come on. So this is great. Hi, Corinthian.
Hi, Jenny. How are you? Thanks for having me tonight.
Very, very nice to meet you. I actually hit up Corinthian earlier, like, well, what's your name? She's like, Corinthian. And I'm like, because I thought, what does that mean? Does that mean something? Because it's a very imperial sounding word.
Right. It's in the Bible. So it's a Greek word. Actually, in Greece, they have a town called Corinth, which is a town of men. If you read it in the Bible, John goes to Corinth. And it's like a whole religious thing, which I wouldn't get into because not everybody have the same views. So
right. Well, okay, but I have to go back and look it's been a very long time since I've looked at the Bible, but I will go back and look because I heard it and I was like, wow, that's a beautiful, name of a business. and then I'm like, so what's your name anyway? You're like Corinthian. I'm like, I feel really like you're really lucky to have that name.
Right. So it's very
it's a cool name.
I'm really, anybody that meet me, I'm really always the first Corinthian that they meet. So I'll be like, I'm always the first because it's Corinthians 1 and 2 in the Bible. So yeah, my dad, my mom is very religious. I have a brother named David, Jeremiah, a sister named Maria. So my mother is very religious. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, now I know where it's all coming from. So you have Corinthians Beauty. Tell me a little bit about your services that you offer. And you're located in Meriden, but do you have actual spa? Like, I wasn't quite sure.
I do not. I have a beauty room in the house.
Okay. Yeah.
Literally dedicated directly to all beauty services. I'm actually going to have the whole room renovated once I graduate from aesthetic school in May. So it's going to be a whole big thing because I have to really look at overhead and pricing and rent. I want to purchase commercial property, so I'm in a different realm than other beauty businesses where they will rather rent so that the landlord could take care of a lot of stuff, whereas I feel like I need more real estate so that I'm able to capitalize off of that as well.
So you want to own the building that your business is in.
I want to own it's a lot of,
as far as being in your home, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
You're saving money.
Saving money. So I will be here for a while. I'm hoping I'm only home maybe at least for 6 months, and then I'm able to purchase stuff. But I'm working on that. I then took some financial courses and got some certificates. Not a full MBA, but listen, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
But I offer a lot of different services. I've been doing makeup for 10 years. And I've been doing lash extensions for 3 actually, but I offer lash extensions, which is like the individual lashes one by one that adhere to the natural lash. I offer makeup classes for the everyday woman on the go. So that's a woman like you, a woman like me. I'm a nurse as well, so I'm working, and it's just difficult to really understand the process of putting the makeup on, and everyone to think it's such a big task when it's really not. It's really not a big task. It's a quick 1, 2, 3. I show everyone how to do my quick face. This is my quick face. Just to look good, vibrant, and just go so that you're not looking dead. And I get a lot of women that ask me, how can they do their makeup, and also how can they do a night look after they get out of work. So we go through the whole process like that. It's like a 3.5-hour course. Right. And I get a lot of women that do it, especially a lot of mature women that is looking to do their makeup. I do get girls in the 20s and stuff like that, but they really looking to do like the beat face, which I have no problem with teaching, but that's a longer course.
Right.
So, so yeah, and then I'm going to aesthetic school. So I will be offering, once I'm done, the facials, Brazilian waxes, full body waxes, facials, chemical peels, honey, you name it, I'm gonna be doing it. Listen.
No, great. But that's great. Are you doing hair now at all? Because I saw on your Instagram that you were talking about men and how they take care of their skin, which I thought was really great, because I feel like a lot of places don't target men.
Right.
They don't think about men and how they need to take care of their skin, and it's really important that they do that as well.
Absolutely. Well, I'm one of 9. My mother had 9 children. I'm number 4, and I have 5. So, my sisters really, they don't like to wear makeup or do all of that girly stuff. They say I'm just different. So my brothers, they love me so much that they let me practice on them all the time. So my youngest brother, he's been having like some breakouts and some acne, and I got to clear that up for him. So that's,
well, I ask you about that because a lot of us, including me right now, we're getting the maskne, and you know, I'm in my 40s, Corinthian, and I mean, I feel like I should not be getting this much acne at this point in my life. So can you give me some tips, or would you be able to help me out with that at all?
Of course, absolutely. So I would say my first question to you is, what is your facial routine as of right now? What do you do when you remove your makeup?
Oh, I use soap.
Bar soap? Well,
You know what? My kids get, you know, I have older kids. My daughters, they always have these face washes and stuff, and they're like, "Ma, how are you still using soap?" But I will say this, okay, Corinthian, when I go to get my like a facial or something, the girls always like, "Wow, your skin's really beautiful." And I really think it's because I don't use a lot of stuff on my face, but then once in a while I get this little acne right here. So I don't know.
I'm feeling it. So definitely you shouldn't use soap, especially bar soap. It's going to strip all the oils from your skin, which is not good because we're supposed to be oil producing. So you want to get something that is good. Do you feel like you have sensitive skin, dry skin, normal to dry combination? What you think?
I'm going to say normal.
Normal. So I would say get something that is going to not only help you keep hydrated, but it's going to replenish the oil back to your skin because you've been stripping it with the soap. And
people are typing no bar soap.
probably my classmates. It's probably my classmates and my teacher because they on here watching. So they probably like, no soap, no bar soap.
No use soap.
Right. And I think everyone is so they want that clean feeling. They want you to feel squeaky clean. You want to feel squeaky clean sometimes when you wash your face.
Right,
and
right.
But that's not how you should feel. Your face should feel good, hydrated, not dehydrated after you wash your face. You want to replenish the, you know, oils back into your face. So definitely I would say you should try Dermalogica. They have great products. You could definitely use maybe like, I'm thinking, let me think. You could use their pre-cleanse with the special cleansing gel and the active moist. And those would be three great products that you could start off with just to introduce your skin to the products. And I'm telling you, you will have amazing results. Those breakouts is going to go away.
All right. Well, thank you, because I know a lot of us folks are going through this maskne right now. It ain't cute. It's an ugly situation. And it's also bad because and I was talking to this girl the other day. I actually went to my doctor, not about the acne, about something separate. But anyway, I was talking to her and she was like, Jenny, I've never had acne my whole entire life. And now I have acne here where my mask is. And she was like, so I was like trying to think, you know, should I just do my makeup from like here up? So I was like, yeah, but then you feel like incomplete. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you feel like you just do it, and then God forbid you have to take the mask off. Like, then you're going to look crazy, right? But I'm not going to lie to you. The other day, me and Sasha, my daughter, we was running errands, so that's what I did. I just did it to here. Because I was like, I can't be. But the thing that sucks about the mask is you take it off, and I can see, like, my makeup on the mask. Right. And then I back on, and it's just filth, you know. So and I try to wash them, like, and only use them that one day, but it's just gross.
Right. So then I would say get a disposable mask where you basically changing them every day.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna wash the cloth mask, you know, daily, or if you have multiple, you should definitely get disposable masks, and it will help you and you'll feel better about your mask made, because I was going through the same thing and I literally had to find some type of wash detergent to take out all the bacteria out the mask. And listen, and I swear all my breakouts is done. It's gone.
Well, your skin looks incredible.
Thank you so much.
Incredible. Okay, so if we want to make an appointment with Corinthians Beauty, how do we go about doing it? I know you have a website, corinthiansbeauty.com. So
Yes.
What's the best way to make an appointment with you? And do you have availability at this time, or are you super booked up? Like, what's your deal?
So I have availability. Again, I'm a nurse, so I do my schedule weekly and sometimes monthly. So right now I got the whole month of February open. Valentine's Day is coming. So they could go to corinthiansbeauty.com/book-online, and they'll be able to book any appointment, bridal appointments, makeup appointments, lash appointments. And then I'll be offering discounted services for like aesthetics, by middle of the month. So
Great.
that right. So we'll be taking. I could take clients at school, which would be more discounted than what I will offer. And that's at Pullman Shooter School in North Haven. So they could always call and ask for Corinthian McLeod and book an appointment with me.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's so great. So you did mention Valentine's Day, and this is such a great thing to treat someone to, you know, whether it be lashes or any of your services, because that's not something that someone can maybe always do for themselves. So that's just a really wonderful thing to maybe, get a gift, make an appointment for somebody, bring them over there, and then you can, take care of them. Now, are you offering gift cards also at all, Corinthian, or no?
I don't offer the gift cards at the moment.
Okay.
When people have a mailing list, they do, like when they fill out the contact sheet and they put their birthday, I do offer a birthday discount.
Oh, that's nice.
I do not offer gift cards at the moment, and I'm sorry.
All right, no, it's just better to buy them the service then.
Right.
And also the makeup lessons are incredibly important. I mean, I know you mentioned age groups, but I always think it's really fun to actually get a nice makeup lesson for someone, like a teenage girl or whatever, because, it's important to kind of show them, how they can change their look as well. So I think that, even again, we're not just only celebrating Valentine's Day, we're doing Palentine's Day in my world. So, if you want to maybe buy something for one of your children, services that way too is great. But a makeup lesson, I'm not sure, like a man buying a girl a makeup lesson, I feel like that's just like, that's you kind of saying like, you don't know how to do my makeup. I don't know how to do my makeup. So, but maybe treat yourself to the makeup lesson, right? Or go with one of your girlfriends over there and get makeup lessons together.
Right. He could book an appointment. Yeah. He, his girl. I have men that have done that.
Right. Yeah.
And then I have women that I do like, it's called sip and makeup, and I'll do like a sip and makeup party for women. And I'll bring
so fun. That sounds so fun.
Because you know what, when you got your friends there and then you drinking and then you doing your makeup, girl, it's better than sipping paint.
Yeah. So wait, so would you come to their house or do we go to you for that?
No, I'll go to their house and set everything up.
That way you can set a whole bar right at the house.
Right. Whole bar right out. And I normally bring 2 bottles of wine, their choice. They just let me know what they want. And I actually card everybody to make sure that they're able to drink it. Because I don't want to be like, oh, well, they got it from me. And then now this person is drunk and they're not responsible or they're not old enough to drink. So I make card everyone.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad that you're being responsible that way, Corinthian. That's a good way to be. So again, it's Corinthians Beauty, and her website's corinthiansbeauty.com, and she's offering makeup lessons. I love the personalized makeup lessons, and I love the group parties too. That sounds awesome. That might be really fun for like a bachelorette party too. Folks are starting to get married again, so that's a great idea for a bachelorette party. Have Corinthian come, and then also you're doing makeup. You actually not only just do lessons, you actually really do beat people's faces too. So you will do this is so great. I'm thinking of something, a bridal party or a whatever it is, bachelorette party. And then you actually do the whole wedding too. So there we go. We got you double booked there. And also you will be, and you do lashes, but soon you will be doing men and women facials and waxing and all of that too. So you'll be doing it all.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot going on there, girl. And congratulations on all your success and good luck with school.
Thank you so much, Jenny. And I'm still trying to do your makeup since 2017.
I don't really, I don't know. I don't remember that. I'm sorry. Were you like asking me or?
Yes. If you go back to our messages on Instagram and scroll, even a picture of me and you from 2017, sis.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever like I actually go out of the house again, I'm always going to the station and coming here and then running errands. But when I do get back out and, and doing those things, I would actually really love like a personalized makeup lesson. Just because like I kind of like this last year since this has been going on, I've been just doing mascara, some blush, and I put lipstick on when I have to do this because my mother was yelling at me that I looked washed out. So But, you know, it would be nice to, you know, go and have a personal makeup lesson just to see what looks best on me, how I
Yeah.
can happen, because I'm not good with the eyeliner and all that. I'm just not. I remember being in the club before and girls were like, oh, you should wear eyeliner. I said, it is too hard for
Practice
me.
perfect, Jenny. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But yeah, I would definitely hit you up when everything, you know, calms down and I get to actually get out again. I would love that.
Hopefully, Corinthian's Beauty will be out in the world. Hopefully, I have multiple locations by then. So
Well, look at you, girl. She's like, I'm buying up realty. I gotta go buildings everywhere.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
The goal is to be have financial stability, as well as, you know, breaking the curse of finances, period. Because my mom didn't teach me about credit. She didn't know about it. We learning together right now. So I've really been into, you know, the financial business game and just trying to educate myself more, just so I could leave a legacy back for my daughter, because she is 12, so she do see me doing all of this. Actually, everybody, she coming out with her own accessory line. She looking at me right now. She coming out with her own accessory line. It's called Bubblegum Accessories. Just being my baby sell lip glosses, y'all. So I can't wait.
You can nominate her for next week for Small Business Tuesday. I have kids on here.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so if that's who you want to nominate.
Jenny, she's shaking her head no, like she nervous. She nervous.
Okay. Oh, it's fine. When it feels comfortable, hit me up, because I love to have her. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Well, Corinthian, it was great talking to you again. The website's CorinthiansBeauty.com. That's CorinthiansBeauty.com. And of course, the Instagram is also the same, and you can DM her as well. And just make an appointment and go check out everything she's got going on.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jenny, for having me tonight.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate the advice. And speaking of credit, you want to stay on, because the next person that I have on is going to talk about credit.
Perfect. I'm waiting. I'm staying.
Because Corinthian, I got bad credit. So I need someone to help me.
All of us. So you just got to educate yourself, and you know that you got to have the financial literacy to know that money is not just paper that you spending. You have to save it in order to have longevity. So that's what I'm learning right now. So we learn it together.
Yeah. Well, and you're not as old as me, so that's really good that you're actually learning it now. Because, like I said, damn, it can get overwhelming, you know.
Get financial willpower. I listened to the audiobook. You will love it. I'm telling you.
Nope. I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm about to talk to Jose Martinez next, because he's gonna talk to us about it too. Okay. Thanks very much, and see you, darling. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So again, that's Corinthian's Beauty, and she's got a number of services that she's doing. All makeup. She does your makeup. She does makeup lessons, which I love. I think that that's such a great idea. Also lashes, and soon coming to Corinthian's Beauty is skincare for men and women, you know. And that's really great too. You could probably book your appointment now for her for a facial, you know, in the future sometime. So here we go. Martinez Empire. Looking forward to Martinez Empire Solutions. Talk about credits, because man, whew. Hi, how are you, Jose?
Hey, what's going on? How are you? Can you guys hear me good?
Oh, I can hear you good there, Jose.
Perfect.
How are you? Tell me a little bit about Martinez Empire Solutions.
So, well, first, I'm doing great. I want to give a shout out back to all the, beautiful women out here, doing big things. Tough time, right? It came and it brought the entrepreneur out of everybody. So I want to, give a big shout out to all you women out here doing big things. Glorified to you guys, and just very proud of y'all. So Jose, my name is Jose Martinez, 31 years old. I'm from Massachusetts, born and raised. Have 2 kids. And how I came about my company, my brand, was because I've been in real estate since 2014, serving Connecticut and Massachusetts. And there was something about when I bought my first house at the age of 23, I was like, it was a beautiful feeling. I was like, man, I need to get more people.
You said 23?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's incredible. That's so young to buy a home.
Yeah, I was definitely different from all my friends. All my friends were older, me. I just couldn't. So, you know, when I bought my first home, I was like, this is a great feeling. I want everybody to feel the same way I feel. And you just feel so accomplished. You feel like you're somebody when you buy something, you know, especially land. So that's what brought me into real estate, but and then brought me into financial literacy, which is credit. Because the biggest problem that I came across was nobody knows about credit, nobody knows about finances, and we never learned it from
Ugh,
our parents, and we never learned it in
I know.
school. The two most important
Yeah,
places where we
oh,
should learn it.
they just now, my daughter's in it's her senior year in high school. They are just now offering financial literacy in high school, which I think is so
Wow.
great. You know,
No,
that's so great
definitely.
that they're finally. But it would have been great when I was, you know, in school. And my parents didn't teach me anything, and they
Hmm.
didn't have that great a credit. You know, they spent a lot of money.
Hmm.
So I kind of went into my adulthood feeling like, you know, like what Corinthian just said, you just spend money and you pay your bills, and it's you know what's really funny. And not sorry, I know you want to promote your business. I'm just going to tell you a personal story. So
No, you're good.
a friend of mine a while back, she had gotten married, and this was, you know, really a long time ago, like 8 years ago. And I go, wow, how did you afford this wedding? You know? And she said, well, the first thing my family always told me was to pay yourself first. So every
Hmm.
paycheck, she would put aside a certain amount of money that she would, you know, just for her before she even touched her bills or whatever. And I was like, wow, it kind of blew my mind because with my checks, I always, you know, would get my check and then pay my, you know, pay what I had to pay. You know, and there's
Hmm.
been times where I've had nothing in my savings, right? But I felt good because my bills were paid, you know. But I just felt like, you know, I was never taught anything about money, and I made a lot of mistakes. Now there's been great times there, Jose, where I've been like in the 700s and life is good, and I, you know, make these things happen, right? And then there's these bad times where you're like, well, damn, I'm down to a 603. I can't get nothing done around here, you know. So I mean, I love the fact that you actually do credit counseling.
Yes,
Yeah,
and it's bigger than that, you know, because not only do we teach you about credit, like that's one of our babies, as we say, that's one of our services, but we offer you a lot. Remember, like Corinthian said, it was about leaving a legacy, and the reason why I do all this is for my kids. You know, that's why I built the brand that I built. It's for them. I want to leave them with something because I was never left with anything. That's why I bought my house. That's why, you know, everything I have is for them. And that's what we all should be doing as parents is leaving our kids in a better position than what we came into, because nobody else is going to do it for them unless
right.
they do it themselves. But at least we can help them. And you know, it was just I learned a lot. And when this brand, it was like I need to teach people, especially in a lot of communities that don't have the privilege of learning it in school, or they don't have the rich parents that know how to run money or the power of money. You know, we all understand is money's paper. We get it. We pay bills, or we spend when we buy what we want. And if we're broke, we're broke. But at least we paid our bills. And I was like that too, until I learned that that's not living life though. It is living the rat race, really living life. Like if you can't take 2, 3, 4, 5 vacations a year, then you ain't living, because one a year, 2 a year is not good enough. You know, sometimes you need that time, and you know, some people just want to spend more time with their family. And what I love about my company is I work from home. So when it comes to real estate, I work from home. When it comes to credit counseling, and we also offer like will and trust for people who don't have them. Which is really important. If you own a house, you own a car, you own a business, and something happens to you, who's making those life decisions for you? Where are your kids gonna go? Who's gonna take care of your assets? Like, if you know, I know where, you know, I'm 31, right? So I'm like, when I was 18, 19, I wasn't thinking about no will and trust. If I die, you know, I was like, I'm gonna die, I die, right? But when you're older, you're like, hold up, I got kids, I got a house. What's gonna happen if I'm gone? If you don't have a will and trust, basically the state that you live in is gonna take possession of everything that you have, and then they're in charge of what's going to happen with your money, with your kids, with your assets, and you need to have control. So will and trust is powerful. And you know, we also help people with protecting their credit, protecting their identity, and we give them a lot of education, because that's what we're all about: financial literacy. We teach teenagers as well, high school kids. We give out scholarships for high school seniors and freshmen in college, for people who qualify. But like I said, we offer a lot. But the main goal is to help people understand credit. And, you know, this is the time where people want to buy houses, low interest rates. But when I see people, they're hungry to buy it, but they can't. They don't have the credit. They don't have the finances. They don't know about what to do. They don't have that education. So it's just a blessing for me. I always say God installed something in me, which is always to help the other people. Like, I know what it feels to buy a house. It feels great. I know what it is to own and to help other people. It feels great. But it's also letting people know that no matter where you come from, if you can't speak English, or you haven't finished school, or you don't have a greatest job, you can still buy a house. But you have to have the right mindset to accomplish things, and also the knowledge. You got to be able to read. You got to be able to ask the right questions and talk to the right people. And it's like, I always tell this to everybody. If you hang around who thrive for more in life, then you're going to be the sixth one as well, and you're going to become successful. But it's just, you got to be willing to learn and willing to be a student forever, because you're always going to learn something new.
So Jose, what is the biggest mistake people make with credit?
Oh, too many.
I feel like the biggest mistake is store credit cards.
So I'll get into both.
Mm-hmm.
And then so let's talk about store cards versus, say you always want to get a secure card, and that's a lot better than a store card, because a store card, yes, higher interest rates. You can still get denied for either or, doesn't matter, but higher interest rates. And remember, you're only limited to that one store that you go to. When you get a credit card or secure card, you can use it anywhere. And you can get gas, you can go to the grocery store, you can go anywhere and buy things with it, versus a store card is only limited to one location. So I always say, don't go out there applying just because they're telling you, and I know females are famous for this, don't go out there just because they tell you can get 20% off today at Victoria's Secret, get the store card, and you got bad credit. This is going to hurt your credit. You're going to leave there kind of pissed off. And then it wasn't worth it, because at the end of the day, if you look at the interest, and it's not worth it long term. And if you're not shopping there every week, it's not worth it. So think about where you're really getting your cards from. That's why I would say stick to credit cards. But some of the other problems that people obviously continuously do is late payments. Late payments is the worst thing that you can do on your credit. So payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. 35, that's the biggest chunk. So one late payment can actually cost you 50 to 100 points on your credit score. So that's the one mistake you definitely don't want to do. And obviously, the things that report to the credit bureaus, which are like student loans, car loans, mortgages, credit card payments. Now, things that don't report to the credit bureaus, you can kind of be late, but don't say nothing. I'm just letting you know. You can be late with the light bill. You can be late with the water bill. You can be late with those type of gas bill, right? But you can't be late with the credit cards, because those report every 30 days. And that's something you don't want to mess up, because that will drop you so much and hurt you. Second is your credit card usage. So I know we're talking about credit cards. So you got to realize this. This is just a trick for you guys to remember. When you have a credit card, let's say you have $1,000 limit on that credit card. You don't want to use more than 30% of that credit card. That means you don't want to use more than $300 on that credit card. Why? Well, because if you use more than 30%, it makes you look irresponsible. They put you more at risk, because if you were to lose your job today, they're gonna be like, I don't think they could pay 30%, more than 30% off, 30% of that credit card. But if it's 10%, 20%, there's a good chance that they could pay off that limit quicker. So that's where the risk is. So if you're less than 30%, you're good. If you're less than 10%, even better. That brings up your score even more. That makes up 30% of your credit score, is the credit usage and how you use it. So those, like that right there, like the two biggest, those two together make up 65% of your credit score. So if you're doing something, make sure those two things you're doing right.
Right. Well, that's very fascinating. In fact, someone told me that before about I thought it was 50%, but you said 30%. So, that's even better. You have to look like you have a lot of credit. And then also, when you're done using a credit card, if you want to get rid of it, you should not, this is what I heard, that you should not shut the credit card down, because it actually makes it look like you have less credit now. You should leave the credit card put to the side. A friend of mine said that she actually froze her credit cards in an ice block in her freezer so she wouldn't touch that. But she had that credit there, that 5,000 or whatever it was, just sitting there. So that it made it look better to the banks that she had more available credit and wasn't using it.
So just to give just some tips on that, right? So one, yes, you never want to close an account, and I'll tell you why. Because once you close an account, let's say it's your oldest account. Let's say you had a credit card for 10 years, $10,000 limit, never made a late payment. The day that you close that account, that whole credit history is gone, meaning that it's ghost. It's like it never existed. So if if that's your highest card, you're going to lose everything with that card. So your credit score is definitely going to take a big hit. So you definitely don't want to close out accounts. You want to be careful with that, especially if they're older accounts and they're active. You don't want to close out things like that. Second is, yeah, they want you to basically make sure that you're using your credit the correct way. You're not closing accounts because that will definitely hurt you. And you want to use your credit cards at least. Some companies will tell you at least once a year because they will shut it down on you. And you won't even expect it, but they will. And then that's going to credit too. So be attentive to say, hey, how long can I not use my credit card before? That way you already mentally prepared, like, okay, all right, I know that I got to use it within 2 months, so it won't get shut down. Because once they shut it down, you can't get it back. You could apply for a new one, but you're not going to get the same thing that you already had. So it's like you don't want to lose that as well. And it also affects your credit, your age of credit history, which is the third biggest chunk of your credit score, makes up 15%. And that's how long have you established credit. So if you're at an average of 7 years, you're good. If you're less, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it does show a little bit like, you know, you haven't had credit long enough. And when it comes to credit age, that's really important because they also look at that when it comes to buying a house. They want to make sure you're using your credit, you know how to use it, you've had credit long enough. And that's 15% right there. So you already got 80% between those three things that I just explained today. So payment history, credit usage, and age of credit, those three things makes up 80% of your credit score. So right now, if you don't have a credit card, you don't have a secure card right now, you look at your Credit Karma and it says no data, guys, you need to get a secure card right now.
Right. Okay, and you said use it at least once every 6 months.
Yes, at least call your company and see. I always say use it once a month if you can. Just get gas. If you got the money, just pay it. Like,
right.
Just use it because they want to see that you're using the credit. If not, they'll just shut you down. They'll be like,
right.
they don't need credit. They're not even using it. They'll shut you down. Don't do that. Just use it once a month if you can, or do like a Netflix subscription on it. Like every month, or I know for some girls, they do the Etsy or whatever, all these different makeup things on there. Just put a subscription on it, pay it, get it over with, use it.
Right. So, I mean, this is all very fascinating. So how do we actually, like, what happens as far as appointments? Are you doing virtual appointments? Are you doing in-person appointments right now for credit counseling or, making a will or realty or anything?
So for me, all you got to do is just contact me. Usually, if somebody needs to do like a Zoom, obviously I do Zooms. Usually don't really meet two people because I'm always home with the kids. It's like kind of hard to go in.
Oh,
When
nice.
you work from home, you're always with the kids. So, but I do take care of my clients. Obviously, I call them, I do Zoom calls. I explain everything to them. And obviously for real estate, it's the same thing. Just reach out to me. We'll talk about what you really want, what your goals are, how long you want to accomplish this. Are you trying to buy a house 6 months, a year from now? What's going on with your credit? What's on it? How the process works? What do you get included with it? And I'll just put this out there so anybody who is interested in getting credit repair or just needs some advice, feel free to reach out to me. I don't charge to give out advice. Advice is always free. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the whole point of this, is to educate. I get value just from educating you guys. And just being on this platform with Jenny Boom Boom is just a blessing because I'm able to bless a lot of lives,
Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm just talking from personal experience. I mean, when I bought my home, it took me a couple of years to buy it because I had not great credit, and I had to go to a credit counselor, and they showed me how to go back and find old accounts that were like on my credit that, they said I didn't pay, and I had to like write letters. There are certain steps that you sometimes have to take in order to make your dreams come true. But, it was really great actually having someone there by my side helping me at that time. So, I do suggest for anybody that is, in that similar situation or has questions to definitely contact you, Jose, because it makes all the difference in the world. If you haven't been taught about money, and somebody comes and actually shows you what you should and shouldn't be doing as far as your credit, it really does make a lot of difference. And credit is so extremely important. Like, you can't move without credit, and you pay a lot of extra money when you have bad credit. A lot
yes,
of
you
it.
do. A lot of interest.
Every month, more money on your mortgage every month. I mean, I started off at 6% with my mortgage, and I paid that for a very, very long time. I finally got it down to than just a few years ago. So, because you have to, you have to pay a certain amount on your house before you can refinance. But the point is,
Mm-hmm.
you really need somebody there by your side that can help you with these things. Just because it's hard to know all of this. It's a lot of information, and you also
It
have to
is.
know how to really contact those old companies and everything in order to, make good with them.
And that's a good thing about my company that, we handle everything for you. So we have attorneys that work for us. They've been in this business for over 16 years, and they prepare all the documents for you. They analyze your credit. They check what's wrong. I basically tell you what's wrong with it, and I'll tell you the process. And basically, we have attorneys work for us. They recheck everything on your credit. They create the letters for you. They send them directly to you. All you do is just print them, sign them, send out a copy of your identification, whether it's an ID and a social, send it to the credit bureaus, and just wait for them to respond to you. And then that's the process, you guys. It's a simple process, but you got to be able to really invest in yourself. Don't be scared to invest. Remember, you're going to go to Walmart today, tomorrow, and spend, $200, $300, $400 on stuff that has no value. Why not invest the same amount of money, right? Not tell you how much it costs, because you got to call me to see how much it costs. But at the end of the day, I know it's the most affordable program you're going to find around. You're going to see the value that we provide. And you're not only getting credit repair, you're getting about 14 total services for the price of just one monthly plan. And I'm telling you, it's worth it. You're going to see the improvement within. I always see people who join my program to buy houses anywhere from 3 months to 6 months already in the house. So if you're serious about it, and let's say you don't want to buy, you want to buy a car, you want to just get credit better to have more opportunities, right? Because credit is everything, like Jenny said. It really is. Moving, businesses, everything. So if you just want to see what's wrong with your credit, see what you can do to improve it, just reach out to me. That's what I'm here for.
Well, Jose, thank you so much. Again, it's Martinez Empire Solutions. Do you have a website, or are we just doing this through Instagram, or what works best?
So honestly, I really don't. I use my website, but I prefer you guys hit me up directly. So the IG
Okay.
is fine. Martinez_Empire. I'm also on Facebook as well. Martinez Empire. So you guys can reach out to me. Also, my phone number, I'll just give it out because it don't bother me. 413-204-5009, and we are nationwide. So it doesn't matter whether you're in Connecticut, Massachusetts, Florida, Cali, Puerto Rico. Just hit me up and we'll talk about your credit. We get you right.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Jose Martinez.
No problem. Thank you for the opportunity.
This is great. I love it. I'm going to be calling you. Okay?
No problem.
All right.
We'll
Thanks
see
so
how
much.
we can increase it. No problem, hon.
Oh, he's funny. Okay, so tonight we spoke to we spoke to Sheena from She. It's She Hustles Everyday Clothing Line. It's an LLC. She was nominated by Elisa's Chic Designs. Her website is shehustleseveryday.org. And of course, you can also hit her up at Sheena China on IG. Man, custom made clothes. And also lip glosses. Hey, definitely hit her up so you can get some nice Valentine's or Palentine's Day gifts because she's just got beautiful things on her DM and on her website. On her IG and her website. And just about women empowerment alone. But she also has Stay Humble hoodies, which are super dope. So I think you're going to really love her clothing line. So make sure and check it out. Again, it's shehustleseveryday.org or at Sheena China. Okay. That's SHEENA, by the way. Okay. And then after that, tonight I spoke to Corinthian's Beauty. Corinthian owns that, and she has a variety of services, but she really loves giving makeup lessons. She also, of course, does makeup for weddings, parties, whatever. And also she does lashes too. And soon she'll have appointments available for facials for both men and women. So if you're looking into trying to get rid of some of this maskne like me, make sure and hit up Corinthian's Beauty. She's out of Meriden, Connecticut. So definitely hit her up. And of course, her IG is at Corinthian's Beauty, and her website is corinthiansbeauty.com. I'll spell that for you. CORINTHIANS beauty.com. That's her website. So make sure and hit up that young lady. And of course, Jose Martinez from Martinez Empire Solutions was on with us just a few minutes ago. He does it all. He does realty, he does wills, he does credit counseling. The credit counseling alone to me felt is like something that a lot of us need to do because a lot of us don't know what we're doing when it comes to that. So definitely hit up Jose Martinez. Again, it's at Martinez Empire at Martinez _ Empire on IG. And he's also on Facebook. So you can make an appointment with him for some credit counseling. He's doing it virtually, which is great because he's home with his kids, but it's always nice to be able to stay home and do an appointment also. So anyway, that's Jose Martinez from Martinez Empire Solutions. I'm Jenny Boom Boom, and I am out of here. Tomorrow, I'll be back on the radio. And have a great night. And thanks so much. Thank you for joining me tonight for Small Business Tuesdays. Bye.